Damn, so find Richard Nethercott? Okay, so I have to go back this way. Jonathan rolling around like the speed of sound.
I was told by a friend that I would probably really enjoy this game, so I put it on my wish list. But I know vaguely enough about it to like follow what you're doing.
Yeah.
So how vampire-y have your vampire be?
Yeah. No, yeah, like this game has been pretty heavy. Like that wasn't even the heaviest we've seen of the game so far.
Okay.
The walls of your home will not protect
Yeah,
you.
go play Monster Prom.
Can I open
It's a
this?
good game. The writer of Monster Prom has my deepest respect because I know, as a writer, how much work went into Monster Prom.
Oh yeah.
That is some just the level of variation and the little bits of code that you have to put in to make sure it all shoots off correctly, and just they're just flags upon flags upon. There's probably pages in the Monster Prom coding that's just nothing but if and flags.
Pretty much.
And calls to bring up this text if and.
It's crazy. Monster Prom is really well done.
To put in the amount of variations they did in Monster Prom, it's really difficult to do it without it glitching the hell. Like, just even the slightest, like, call to the wrong place. And look, if you're doing a bunch of writing and you're tired and you're also doing your own coding, I don't know if the Monster Prom guy did his own coding, but if you're doing your own coding and you're writing, you get sleepy, and sometimes the thing that you coded, like, one label to be, you confuse it with something you coded another label to be, and then you don't catch it, and then the game releases, and now all of a sudden a bit of a story doesn't go through, and you don't know where it is.
Pretty much. That's why with like All For You or like any of the games that I try to make, I always try to get as many beta players as possible to be like, okay,
Yes.
break my game. I want you to legitimately try and break it.
See, I had that problem with Queen at Arms. We had this one thing at the closest the end, because we wrote the game in chronological order, so we were coding it in chronological order, which means by the end of the game, we were all tired, so there was more coding slip-ups.
Oh no.
And there was this one scene where, because I wanted to make sure that you didn't have to romance people, you could just be their friend and then move on. So if you wanted to befriend Prince Alistor, you could. You could just befriend him, and then you could romance somebody else, and he wouldn't get upset about that. And now, at the end of the game, there's a route you can take where you can visit him in jail. And if you decide to visit him in jail, it plays up another scene, assuming that you've already kissed a character that you're dating, when you may not have actually seen that scene yet in game. Or even chose not to kiss that character, and then you just want to be friends with them, now the game thinks you're dating. And it's not a good bug, and nobody caught it through beta testing, and we released the game in that state, and I don't think it's ever been fixed.
Oh no. That's no good.
So, yeah.
Jesus. Was that first scream sound like it was saying help? Oh, I didn't hear it. Let's see. Sycophant Publishing Limited, or whatever. Ltd. Lavender Court, Camden Street, London. Dear Mr. Nethercott, thank you for sending your book of poems, Songs of the Defeated City. Songs from the Defeated City, which we found as interesting, as profound as we told you the first time we received it. Alas, in the terrible times our country is currently facing, you must understand that such a title would be totally inappropriate for any publication. Thus, since you still refuse to change your title and demand the full publication or none of your work, I'm sorry to announce to you that Sycophant Publishing chose the second option. Also, Foxy Deshmore, thank you so much for following. You're awesome. With kindest regards, A.G. Morris. Damn, dude. So your books are not so well received, my friend. My friend. You must reconsider your book title. There, you don't have to reconsider your book title. Hey, friend!
Good evening, sir. I'm
You
Dr.
never answered my
Reed.
question. How much
I would like to ask you a few
vampire have you
questions.
Please be
vampired?
my guest.
Actually
Although I
zero.
may not
I've tried to
the
be
best
as human as
informant
possible.
regarding this part of town.
Fair enough.
My words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really?
I think I'm getting a bit loud
Are you
for
an
the folks. I'm
artist
gonna go
of
shut
some
my
kind?
door.
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Richard Nethercott, at your service. What are you doing here at
May
night?
I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks
It's
are
currently
always preferable,
12
if you ask
a.m.,
me.
so...
Especially with strangers.
Not afraid of the epidemic.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid
Oh
unnecessary
no!
exposures.
Sorry to hear that about
Thank
that
you,
sketchy
Doctor.
publisher.
But we both
That happens a
know
lot,
the secret
though.
of truth
If
has
you're
to
ever
go
getting something
bold, play
published
where
and
the
they want
weak
you to put
dare.
money up, don't do it because they're trying to rip you off.
No, yeah.
The publisher will never ask you for money.
Yeah.
That is not their job.
Alright, let's keep going. Thoughts on the situation? Nah. Let's see, your life can be a danger. Nah. Personal questions.
Also, lawyer up before you sign any contracts. If you don't understand the contract that you're looking at, do not assume they have your best interests at heart because they don't. Go find a lawyer to read it for you.
Let's see. The mute florist is part of a plot.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious?
Are you not curious? Is there not more you
Apparently
wish to
not.
know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
You're a hopeless romantic, I swear to God. Like me!
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr.
You should definitely
Guilty
romance
as
this guy.
Hell no!
Read.
Jonathan's where it's at, man!
You don't really make a living.
I was making
from
that as a
your
joke. Can you
scribblings,
actually
do
do
you,
that? Like
Winston?
any of
No,
the
sir,
people
I
in
don't.
here? Aw.
I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
A rich artist is rare.
When she was younger, my mother was a painter and a poet. She told me many times how poor her artist friends were and how she helped them.
My parents pay for my rent, my food, and my clothes. All I have to give them in return is lies they do not believe.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day,
See, I know that's a
I'll
meme now,
remain
but
the
every time I see
failure
the
of a
reference to
son they
Linny
have
face, I think of Linny from Linny's Music and Tunes, the penguin.
Yeah. Oh my god. Back. Yeah. Dorothy Crane.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you if I can.
Vampires, doctors, poets, killers, journalists, you know, we're in a little game. It's all good. About Dorothy Crane?
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
How about Darius Patricia?
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Oh, okay. Alright, hold on, details? Darius. He has bronchitis, which I can heal that really easily. He is the right arm of Dorothy Crane. He is a former Romanian political activist, and he does not want to see his children anymore to avoid being a burden to them. That sucks. That sucks. Nuts. Alright, goodbye.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Wait, just in case there's stuff here. Alright, heading out. Camilla, my darling
Hello
dove.
again, miss.
Never mind. We're all good.
Very well.
Never mind. Apparently I don't have
Goodbye,
any hints for you. Bye. Have a nice day, you lovely, lovely woman. Alright, let's get going. So let's go to Darius's house. If I can remember where that is in this district. I should be able to remember. Yeah. I should remember that. Hey, sweetie. Bye, sweetie. Alright,
Please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Damn it. Yeah, that.
Price, good quality.
Alright, there we go. Let's do this again, shall we? Let's try this again, shall we? Hi, sweetie
Mr.
pie.
Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have
Oh,
to
I'm sorry.
sacrifice to make the world a
I didn't know I
better
was supposed to
place.
notice
I have
anybody.
to admit your words.
I'm kind of only barely paying attention to the Twitch chat.
All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't
Dorothea.
make me regret
Thank you,
this,
Snib Snibble, for saying I'm best girl. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I usually don't get noticed. This is Michaela streams. It's about Michaela, not the randos who come in and talk to her.
Y'all are not randoms, you're guests. Ooh. Antique figure of the Virkolacas? Virkolacas. Okay. Alright. More reading, guys. Woo! And I'm probably going to mispronounce every single word. Let's figure this out. Of my many journeys, I believe I was the most amazed by my exploration of the Mediterranean Isles, and particularly the island of Santorini, searching for traces of vampire presence in these sunburnt lands. Herodotus himself refers to the island in his 4th book, and I'm personally convinced that there are many mysteries to be unveiled in this part of the world. Who knows that even today the island of Santorini is still considered by some as the most vampire-infested place in the world. Way more than the Carpathians, and that its inhabitants are considered as specialists of the vampire hunt, or the hunt for the Virkolacas, as they call this creature. According to the local myths, the Virkolacas is a dead person who does not decay, and who can show a vermilion complexion as long as he is gorged with flesh blood. He cannot enter a house without knocking and getting a response. Garlic makes him flee. He does not consume under the sun, but his skin blackens. He can change into a wolf and other animals. What struck me the most is that the same name exists, with small variations from Mediterranean Sea to the Balkans. The Greeks call him the Virkolacus. The Bulgarians and the Macedonians name him Varkolak or Vakolak. The Serbians called him Vukodlak. Yes, Vukodlak, a name so similar to the Volcode we already know, my dear brothers. Just to write the few words now gives me the shivers. I'm personally convinced that we are here confronted to some of I'm gonna read this. My dyslexia is killing me. We are here confronted to some of proto-vampire. Maybe they are a missing link between the modern vampires and the creatures that came before them. If God allows me enough time, I wish one day to go back to the Santorini Island and find the trail of this antique and forgotten creature. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Taltree, Primate of St. Paul. There we go. Ha! There, look at that. That's an interesting read, and that fucked me up 3 ways to Sunday.
It's
I
locked.
did pretty well, considering.
Thank you. Don't mind me. I'm just stealing your shit. Don't mind me. Alright, you and I need to talk, sir.
If you want to talk to Dorothea,
So
you must
the
go across
berry
the
is
courtyard
very
and
good
take the stairs.
pun.
We've not been
I
formally
will acknowledge the
introduced.
pun was said.
May I
I
ask
will
your
not
name and
say if I
occupation,
enjoyed the
I
pun.
am Darius Petrescu, I'm here to keep snitches and
Giant pillow
spies
pet,
away
they're
from
only
Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Okay, personal questions. Well, first of all, how's
Do
your
you
health,
need
buddy?
some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
I have the treatment for bronchitis. Okay, I guess I'll return with the treatment for
if you feel
bronchitis.
all right, that's fine.
All right, personal questions. How did you meet Nurse
How
Crane?
did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most
Beginning to
acceptable
think he doesn't like this guy.
hypocrisy.
Wait, what?
Beginning to think that Darius is not fond of this fella.
Oh, no, not at all. What about Camilla?
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor. But
Hey,
I'm
Michaela,
almost
is it alright
convinced
if I ask a heavy
Camellia
question
is
about
an
Sam's
angel.
character? I worry
She
it might be
volunteered to give
triggering
out
as
our
it
medical
involves
leaflets.
with his connection to his dad.
I mean, sure, if you want, but yeah, I guess you can. That's fine. But let's save it for when, like, I'm in travel.
Yeah.
And not between when I'm still chatting with characters. I want to make sure that, because I am posting this on YouTube, I want to make sure that the conversations are at least uninterrupted. So let's see. Why are you not worried for your
Are you
safety?
not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Huh. So, that's interesting. Okay. So, wait, I can't ask more about Camilla? Whatever. Alright, okay, so we're good.
Goodbye,
I need to
Mr.
come back with a
Petrescu.
cure for bronchitis for this guy. Okay. I'm sure I can find that sooner enough.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Darius or Darius. I can't actually hear the game. I have the thing muted, so I was just reading it
No, it's okay.
from the. I've just been reading the stuff. So
No, yeah, it's fine.
if I said the name wrong, I apologize for confusing chat.
Hold on, I want to make sure that I take care of everything around here.
Apparently, Nathan says it seems that Reed pronounces it Darius, and also you're gonna need two, one for the poet as well, the bronchitis cure. So you're gonna want to grab 2 of those.
Okay. Alrighty, I shall do that. Dorothy, you're in trouble, young lady. You are in trouble. Oh, Jesus, we have many secure.
Well, if the game pronounces his name differently between voice actors, that's more of the voice actor producer or director.
That would be the director.
Yeah, the VA director screwing up their job and not making sure everybody was pronouncing the name consistently than anything else. The only time I've ever seen that done on purpose was in Fallout New Vegas, where they would either say the word Caesar or Kaiser, and depending on how they pronounced the name would actually indicate to you who was on whose side. So if they said Kaiser, they usually were sided with the Legion. And if they said Caesar, they usually weren't.
Yeah.
But any other time I've ever seen it done like that, it was just mostly the VA director being lazy, probably, and not keeping up consistency and quality.
Yeah. All right. We got a letter to Nurse Crane, London, 31st of October. My dear Dorothea, when you read this letter, I will be on the boat that will take Anton and me back to Borisov. England was not what for us, and I confess I cannot wait to see again the proud hills of Transylvania. As soon as we are there, I promise I'll light a candle in the Black Church and pray for you to survive this terrible epidemic. I know that you do not agree with this decision, and that you are determined to be more useful by helping our comrades exiled in the East End. But Anton cannot wait to return to our beloved country and see our long-awaited revolution bloom. He is my husband. I will stand by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know you would have wanted me to stand by your side and help you manage this clinic of yours. But now that I'm leaving England, be assured that if anything would happen to you, if you ever were in great trouble or danger, I would come back immediately to London, with or without Anton. Please think of me as much as I think of you. I am your affectionate sister, Theodora. Would it be a good idea if names had different variations for a name casually or for different persons? It depends on the accents. Depends on character accents.
Yeah. It could depend on that. It could be that you could actually have some characters say another character's name incorrectly on purpose, and that they're either just incapable of pronouncing the name right in character, or
I need help.
in the cases of like difficult names. Like I have a character named
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
Do we have any anesthetics?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Oh, well, we gotta do it. Just do
it. Didn't really look like the kind of place that would just have anesthetics laying around that weren't already taken by a druggie.
Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Yes.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
What would you suggest?
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah, you need to think of something. You need to think of something. He's your fucking patient.
I don't think this is a good idea. Okay, do you have any better ideas? Well, no, then shut up.
Then shut the fuck up and let me do my job.
Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you alright, Doctor?
No, do not go vampire on me.
I can't see.
Oh, it's a lot of blood, though.
Do not go vampire on me.
Have you eaten recently, Doctor?
I must.
Because this might be a problem.
First, suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Come on, buddy.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Do you want him to die? Oh. Shit, I lost him.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
This is probably not the right time for this, but you know,
Truly?
he's not gonna miss that
Everything
blood
you could.
anymore. He's dead.
Is that how you'll report this in your log?
He's still
Is this how
warm.
the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Was he going... He probably was going skull. Because he was thirsty. He was probably going skull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think there was a way to save this guy.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
I almost misread that, and I thought they were gonna say he's going sexual, like those clickbait titles.
No, yeah, I feel that.
To what do I owe this
Turn
place?
vampire got sexual.
I
And,
suspect
yeah.
It was more than
So,
intuition alone that
I
led you
have
to us.
a character.
Hold on, give me a minute.
Got
So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty, nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Shit!
I
Oh
mean,
my god, do I spare her? Or do I embrace her?
I wouldn't. I would just let her go on what she's doing. There's no point in arresting her.
Yeah, but she's gonna keep blackmailing Lady Ashbury, that's the problem.
Well, what's wrong with blackmailing Lady Ashbury?
Because if the money goes... If she's compiling money for one place, she won't have enough to do both places. And that's the problem. And plus, Lady Ashbury, because she is of social status, if she has her name put on a very immigrant, like, mind you, this is back then, very immigrant, very lowbrow medical facility, then that would put her in danger, and that would put that Pembroke Hospital in danger.
Yeah, but Nathan's also making a good point. The embrace option, even though it might be the more morally thing to do, seems to also be the most vampire thing to do at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spare because I guess I can't get the third option because I didn't look into her enough. But fuck it.
Yeah.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
What? Mesmerize of a new citizen's second. Yeah, I didn't have. So, report to Lady Ashbury. Yeah, I didn't have any hints from her, so I couldn't get any hints from her. So I'm just like, fuck, it's alright. Got some shillings here.
It's locked.
Yeah, so I'm in this feng shui game, and I have this character. His name is Jian Lang. And
whoa, hold on. What's going on? Oh my god.
This one stinks already.
Oh my god, they're getting attacked. Sorry, go ahead, continue.
Oh, me? Okay,
Yeah,
I did the story thing. Okay, so I have this character named Jian Lang. And everybody in game kept pronouncing his name incorrectly. They would call him John. Jian was another one that got said. Sometimes they just said Jang. It was juxtaposition of his first name and last name. So I incorporated it into his backstory.
Oh my goodness.
He was a cop with the police, and he was karate cop. And so basically, like, everybody on the police called him John, like, just throughout most of his life because he was a Korean American, like, no one ever said his name correctly. So that's the thing you could do, too, where it's just a part of the character's backstory and that people just don't say your name right.
Past curfew, a bunch of vampire hunters literally. Jesus, like, is Darius alive? That's what's worrying me now. It's like, is Darius alive? What happened? Okay, so that door is fine, that door is fine. Darius? Buddy? Darius?
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Okay, he's alive. Good. Okay, you're good. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about Darius. We're fine. Just...
What are all those bodies? Yeah, don't worry about it. We're, Should we call the officials? No, it's fine.
Yeah, literally, it's like, should we call the
They'll despawn later. Don't worry about it.
No worries. None at all. Alright, cool. Now I can get back to this area. It's like, holy shit! I'm like, I thought you were dead, buddy! But fuck. Dorothy Crane's dispensary. District is serious. Okay. Is there a workstation here? Because I'm assuming this is a place where I can just... This is not considered a hideout? Okay, so yeah, this is not considered a hideout. But, huh. Damn it, dead body. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't think there was a way to save him, to be very honest. Okay. But holy shit. Literally everyone's dead. Or gone. What the fuck? Fucking vampire hunters and their fucking piousness and bullshit. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's head out. We need to head back all the way to... where? We need to head back to Pembroke. Shit. I think I should stop at a hideout and level up. Almost 6 hours. Whee! I know, right? I get to have fun editing this later. Alright, let's... Where is the hideout that's nearby here? Is there a way to zoom in? Yes, there is. Let's go back the other direction. Down. Around. As long as you have the money, you freaking sack of whatever. Alright, so where is... Is it up there? Yep, it is. Yeah, not cool for everyone. Like, literally, the hideout might be considered a place for you to let your vampirism out if you're just using any sort of glamoring or blend in. Yeah, I figured as much. Alright. We have 3,000 XP, guys. Holy shit. Look at us and our badassness. But let's look at this workstation, because I know I got a bunch of stuff. Got this, got this, got this, got this, got this, and all of the stuff we need to recycle, because we need the stuff. Alright, so bronchitis. I can make some for bronchitis. I made 2 for bronchitis. There we go. We now have 2 cures for bronchitis. And I need a bunch of cures for fatigue. Okay. I'm gonna make 3 in case, because fatigue seems to be a very popular one. Common hacksaw. I still can't level up the common hacksaw. Fuck my life in a bag of chips. Alright. So let's level up, because I think it's time for us to really rest and level up. What happens to the old man? He'll be alright. Maybe. Hopefully. Alright, let's level up what we got here.
Alright, this is fun, but I actually don't want to get spoiled too much because I think I might enjoy this game, so I'm gonna pop off.
Absolutely. Alright, have a good night, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Bye! Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, well, first of all, let's, can we upgrade the Shadow Mist? Yes, we can. I'll bring 300 Shadow. It's still only 2 meters. 4 meters, so it brings it up. Increase range and damage. I think, yeah, okay, I'm gonna spend 2,000 on this. Level 11, look at that. Alright, then I'm gonna, what am I gonna do as well? Rage. Oh, ultimates. Oh shit, I can spend stuff on ultimates? You focus your power to boil target's blood, causing it to explode. Well, I can make targets explode? That sounds awesome. Let's see. Abyss. You create a shadow vortex at your target's feet. Coming to life, shadows interrupt the enemy and inflicts a tremendous amount of damage. Rage. You lose control and let the beast take over for a short time. This teleports to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. I like that one, but I also like Blood Cauldron. Ooh. Ooh. Because I already have a shadow attack, I think I'm gonna go with a Blood Cauldron attack. Because I don't think I have any. Make him explode? Yeah, I want the explosions, so I'll take the explosions. And that's 1,000. Bam. Alright. Okay. And so that's all I can get for right now. Boom. Let's confirm that. The following night, of course. Further police raids in Whitechapel. As of late, the rumors around Roundup are ripping into facts. Hosting might be in the heart of London's black market. But of course, suspicions remain assumptions for no... Of course... I gotta read this properly. As of late, the rumors that surround Whitechapel are ripening into facts. In the last 3 months, the police have suspected the district of hosting what might be the heart of London's medicinal black market. But of course, these suspicions will remain assumptions, for no task force or additional police presence has been sent to Whitechapel. No large drug stocks have been found, nor no crime lords arrested. This masquerade has only been planned as a desperate attempt to conceal the blatant incompetence of the London City Council's Board of Health by giving the populace a cheap and easy victory, while the epidemic spreads more and more each day. Worst of all, when you take time to review the most recent statistics, you'll discover that the district of Whitechapel is coping with the disease much better than other parts of the city. Is it a miracle? Evidence of activity as an illegal or effective medical underground? More proof of the authorities' criminal incompetence? All I know is this. If a Londoner has a better chance to survive the epidemic by choosing to live in this godforsaken borough, I am ready to move to any cheap, flea-infested flat some shady landlord will agree to rent me right now. Jesus. Okay. Major event. Huh. And I've impacted the economy. Interesting. So, I still gotta give him migraine. I gotta find all these guys. He has a cold. He has a cold! But I can cure the cold. Fatigue. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Healthy. Dead. Ooh, someone. Oh, the old man's dead. Yep. The old man is dead. Fuck. It is what it is. We can't exactly help it, can we? God damn it. Alright. Edwina has fatigue and Booth has a cough. Damn it. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It is what it is. I can't go back on it now. Alright, so let's see if we can make more stuff. Let's see. For cold? I think I can make one for cold. Make one for sepsis. Make one for net. Okay. Just so I have it all the stuff ready. Alright. So let us cure every person we know. Let's do some curing, ladies and gentlemen. Did you bring snacks? I did not bring snacks because I'm an idiot. So dark things happen when Michaela leaves. I figure. I mean, like the car crashes. I fully expect this stuff. Ooh. Okay. Boop. All right. So who needs healing here? So we need Clayton has fatigue. Cadigan has a cold. These guys, I want to bite this guy so fucking hard. Camilla's healthy. I need to figure out a migraine. So I can cure these guys. But let's go find these motherfuckers. Let's go find them. Sure, they gotta be around here somewhere. Up. You're fine.
Its effectiveness has been proven by
A lot of people are talking.
Cardigan.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadigan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Right.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
I'm gonna give you medicine and I'm gonna bite the fuck out of you later.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Let's see. What are your thoughts on a vampire before he used to be sick at the sight of it? I think it would be an interesting. It would be an interesting play on words. It would be an interesting play on the character. So.
I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadigan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
I don't believe even you deserve such a cruel fate, though you have tested my patience beyond its limit.
Glad to hear. Nice to know there's another civilized individual in these parts. Not like those bloody savages.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. What is your business, exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
Gotta break this guy, gotta break this guy.
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Ha! Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
If I were entering into the world of street medicine, it would be on my terms and without such dubious associates as yourself, Mr. Bates.
So it's a no, then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamborous shit.
Can I bite him now? Is that okay? Alright, so let me see. Who else do I need to heal here? Darius. Cardigan, you guys are fine, you guys are fine, you guys are fine, you guys are fine. Oh, right! Shit, turn around. Probably didn't note his building somewhere. I looked all around that building. You can't punch him? I wish I could punch him. That'd be so nice.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
I want to throw some hands. Let's be fucking real here. I want to throw some hands. Alright. Hey, buddy. I know you have bronchitis. I have the cure.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor? It must be my lucky day.
I'm just here to help, bro. There's nothing more than that. Yeah, there's nothing more than that. I just want to help. Bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Okay. That's all I want to do is help. God, again. Oh, you're outside. Alright. You and the duck at the same time. I saw that. No, I noticed that. I noticed it. Alright. So let's, where else am I going? That's heading up to where I don't need to go. That's, okay. So I need to go, keep looking around here for the people that I need. Because I need, you're fine. You're weird. Gotta find you. You're healing. You're fine. Another cut. I gotta find you too. Gotta find a migraine as well, so. That. The real question is, how would you even try to bite him? You attack him or something? No, you mesmerize him and then you lead him to a dark corner and bite the fuck out of him. That's literally how this works.
For there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Yeah, basically I beat the shit out of him. Okay.
Most of them don't speak English.
Hey!
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Yes.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, we're good. Bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Alright, so now I need to talk to Loverboy over here. Yeah, right now it is 1:05 in my time zone, but I don't mind. I've played games for longer. Hey.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Yes, you can.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health.
Hippocratic
But I
Oath.
appreciate your concerns.
I got my Hippocratic Oath.
Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
Fuck it. You're coming with me. There's one person I don't like in this world. It's fuckers like him.
Was I that evil to deserve such punishment? My only regret is that no one will mourn me. For I have never been loved.
No one gives a fuck about this guy. Really don't care. Literal Scrooge.